Okay, it is official. California is having a special election on November 4th for Prop 50. Basically, long story short, in 2008 and 2010, the California voters voted for having an independent commission to redraw the maps instead of having the politicians redraw the maps. What Prop 50 does is it would take away that reform and give it back to the politicians. That goes exactly against what Californians have voted for. Now, Gavin Newsom is like, well, we're going to do this because states like Texas, who has never had that reform, they never voted on it. It's always been the politicians who have the power to redistrict Texas. So it's not like they've taken away something that Texans had voted against. So Gavin Newsom's basically making this point, states like Texas, blah, blah, blah. The real issue is the fact that Gavin Newsom knows that he's losing so many supporters. Gavin Newsom's so focused on his 2028 election. He wants to make sure that California is still going to be run by Democrats, and he's trying to do everything in his power to make sure that that happens. But here's the thing. As Californians, we know that under Democratic rule, it hasn't been working out. Again, I grew up in LA. I ran into so many of my friends recently who all said the same thing. We've all grown up there. We don't want to be here anymore. This is awful. We want to move to a different state. We want to move to a red state. The crime, everything is really bad. So Gavin Newsom right now is having a freak out because, let's be honest, a lot of his voters are getting deported and he doesn't really know what to do anymore. So this is his way of saying, let's take the power away from the people, bring it back to the politicians so we can continue to stay in power and drive California to the ground. So November 4th, very, very big deal. If you want to keep things the way that they are, and by that I mean keep the power of the maps and the redistricting in the hands of the people and not the hands of the politicians, making sure that it's actually fair instead of what Gavin Newsom thinks is fair, then vote no on Prop 50 November 4th. That's what you need to do.